Their dusty shoes had holes in their soles. Hungry and tired, they thought surely someone here can spare a bit of food. They knocked boldly on the first door. It creaked open and a villager asked,
"What do you want?" "Please, we are hungry."
"Do you care? Will you share?"
"No."
They quickly slammed the door shut. The travelers walked a little farther down the road and knocked on another door. The door opened and a villager asked,
"What do you want?" "Please, we are hungry."
"Do you care? Will you share?"
"No."
And they closed the door. The travelers wandered through the village, knocking on a third door. A villager answered and asked,
"What do you want?" "Please, we are hungry."
"Do you care? Will you share?"
"No."
Everywhere they went, the travelers heard, "I don't care, I won't share, there is no food." They sat down to rest, clutching their empty bellies. One traveler sighed and said, "If there really is no food in this little village, then the people who live there are in greater need than we are. We should make them our magical soup." The two travelers stood up and shouted, "We are master cooks. If anyone in this town has a big black pot, we will make the most delicious soup anyone ever tasted." A villager slowly opened a door and said,
"I have a pot."
The travelers filled the pot with cold water and built a fire. They were making an unusual soup that required a special ingredient. The travelers reached down and picked up an ordinary stone and tossed it into the pot with a splash. "We're making stone soup," they said. "It will be nutritious, delicious, incredible, and edible. But it would taste better," they paused and sighed, "if we only had a carrot." A villager came out and said,
"I have a carrot."
The travelers were happy. This magical soup would taste even better if we had a potato, they said. Another villager came out and said,
"I have a potato."
The travelers were even more excited. It would taste better still, they said, if we had just a few more ingredients. A fourth villager came by and said,
"I have a celery."
The travelers shouted out their chant.
"Bring what you've got, put it in the pot. We're making stone soup." "I have corn."
And they shouted again.
"Bring what you've got, put it in the pot. We're making stone soup." "I have an onion."
And they shouted again.
"Bring what you've got, put it in the pot. We're making stone soup." "I have pepper."
And they shouted one more time.
"Bring what you've got, put it in the pot. We're making stone soup." "I have a tomato."
Soon the huge pot was full and simmering. A wonderful smell drifted through the air. The two travelers lifted up the pot and gave each villager a taste of the soup. Everyone marveled at the flavor. These two travelers made such a delicious soup out of a stone. Everyone shouted,
"Out of a stone and a magical